Okay.
Did you get that then? I thought that was a joke.
Shut up.
What do you know?
That was a
Quiet.
joke.
Yeah, ready.
3, 2, 1.
Don't say a word, you.
Right, shut up. Right, let him at least get the fucking intro sorted. Come on, guys.
I'm here in the studio today with the Ugly. Guys, well,
Hello.
Peace.
No.
just a quick
Viking
introduction to each and every one of you.
I'm Nicky Lockett, the rapper.
I'm Peanut Black.
AKA Spartacus.
Spartacus.
Paul, programmer, engineer, T-boy,
Cass, T-Boy.
expert.
Yeah.
You actually look like one of the gladiators there with your little... So, tell us about the Ugly project then. What is it that you're doing?
Ask him.
The Ugly Project, got together in the last 4 months or so.
Yeah.
Really knuckled down.
4 months, is that right?
I thought we were together 10 years.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Wait a minute. With the we are the Dust Junkies. That's Steve OJ. That's Daniel Pierre Gaspar. He shaved his head.
Yeah.
And that's Mikey Wilson.
Yeah.
And I'm Sam Brox.
We're just tripping.
Yeah, we're tripping.
Now, what
out
it is,
right now.
I'll
Let me
try and get
start.
to-
Can I tell the story?
Yeah, you tell the story, right.
Viking Power, yes. How it started out for me was I was doing a track with Kasabian and, we got the track done. And we find it difficult moving forward.
It was rubbish,
from
really,
there.
that's what it was.
So I went round to Nicky's house. I heard Nicky was about doing his thing and whatnot. Went round to see him and asked him if he could help us finish this project that I was doing with Kasabian. And then from that, what happened from that?
Well,
Nicky jumped on board.
Yeah, you came round and he said,
Nicky.
Nicky, you got to get on this. There's some knobhead in Cheetah Mill with a studio. I haven't got a clue what he's doing. Right. That's what it was. He looked at my flat and said, is this right fucking idiot in Cheetah Mill with a studio? Hasn't got a Scooby-Doo. This is Cass, right? And what you need to do is come round and just run things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, get some direction. We needed.
Basically what it was is that Kwame was working with Cass, and they were sort of like just had loads of studio time and didn't really have a direction, trying a few things. I've gone down there, spotted a little gem. You know what I mean? And the fact that Cass was like fucking up for working.
Cool,
do you know what I mean? Really, not flaky at all. I met Cass straight away. I thought, well, he's not a flaky wanker like the rest of them, which sort of swung me. And the fact that I've always thought Kwame is one of the most talented people I've ever met in my fucking life. I thought to myself, okay, I'll get in on a writing tip just as a little writer. Funnily enough, I walked out of the studio. We were talking about Paul, right? Me and Kwame. We were talking about Paul, and me and Kwame going, oh yeah, it'd be fucking brilliant if we had a programmer like Paul. I had not seen Paul in 9 years, something like that.
Yes.
I walked out the studio. True story, this, right? I walked out the studio to get some fags from the garage round the corner, and I'm in the garage and I'm waiting for my fags, and I've heard Nicky. So I turn around and it's fucking Paul, right? So no, listen. So I've gone like this. This is the kicker. I've gone Ras. Paul, man, we were just talking about you yesterday. Get me number. Are you still in Macclesfield? Where you live? And he went, I live there. I'm pointing to a flat that was at the bottom. The studio was there. And Paul was living there, and it was just mad. So I said, right, come in with me. And he walked straight right to the studio. We had a quick listen. He tightened up a few samples, and that was it. I mean, it was like we decided that this was. We were going to work in the studio. Do you know what I mean?
It was meant to be,
we were all going to get together. It was weird. It was cool, and it did happen. It did happen weird like quantum physics, some sort of weird quantum physics thing. I hate being weird, but it was weird. I mean, I'm not getting all Steve OJ about it and all that. I'm telling you, it was a weird thing. And we weren't going to have a name. We were just going to put tunes out, and we were just generally talking about it. And I was thinking about.
It was easy now. Let's make tunes. It's easy now.
It's easy now. We've got a studio. We can just crack tunes out. You know what I mean? We can go in with an idea. We can crack a tune out if we like it. Let's put it on iTunes. And we didn't even have a name. And then about a month later, we were coming up with a name, and it was like the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I had this idea that I didn't want to have to worry about a name. I was like, we don't need a fucking name. Yeah. We don't need a name, because a name just means we've got to fit into what, you know, a band is. I don't want to be a band. We don't need a name. Let's just put tunes out. And the ugly sort of just, it was a good way of us getting the fucking story straight, you know. We're the ugly. That means we can do shit cheap videos as long as we're cool. Do you know what I mean? And we've got good music to back it up. You know, the images, the videos are just a medium for us to get our music across.
Oh, yeah, because it's so difficult to get music out right now, because there's so many people trying to do music and whatnot.
You know,
it's just a hard thing, you know.
So what is it you're trying to achieve then?
Well, we want to become an independent. Well, I mean, hopefully we want to become a record company of our own. This is what we're a 4-man production team. We're not a band. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I'm not asked. I don't care.
You know what? I think the first thing we want to do is stick tunes out with believing.
Yeah,
being given the chance.
Yeah, to put music out with believing, you know.
And I mean,
because the technology's moved on and we can sit.
We're way ahead of the game, aren't we?
I mean, we used to have to struggle to record. It was all studio time. It was expensive to do. And after a long gap, we met again and just said, you know, Nicky, it's that easy to do tunes now.
It's crazy how it snowballed as well.
So the first thing go on, sorry, call me.
Sorry, I'm jumping back in. It's crazy how it's just snowballed from me getting introduced to Cass through. I was doing a project with some people. I got introduced to Cass through my cousin, and then the thing snowballed. Like Nick is involved now, Paul's involved. You know, more people seem to be jumping in. People are interested in what we're doing. A bit like, you know, obviously.
Yeah, because we're fucking good. That's the bottom line. We're really good. I know we're really good. Paul is one of the best fucking programmers I've ever met. He was programming when there wasn't a computer. We started out in Moonraker, motherfucker. Do you know what I mean? We started in Moonraker alongside Johnny J style. Peace, Johnny J out there anyway.
Yes,
get me? Right?
Yes,
we were programming loops when it was an Akai fucking sampler with no time code, no fucking MIDI. We were looping before MIDI, so I know. Paul is one of the most quality. He's got a quality and a standard in his production. So that's basically that's a real fucking important thing.
That's got a good beat.
It's a dead important thing to have quality anyway. And Paul's got quality. I'm a good writer. Well, I'm a great writer.
And I'm striving to be a good writer as well.
But Kwame has got so many melodies. He's got golden nuggets, the nuggets of the gold.
Brilliant.
And he freestyles a lot. So Kwame brings a sort of spontaneity to the lyrics, do you know what I mean? And a spontaneity to the actual harmonies and everything, which I've always struggled with it in the past, writing harmonies. I've always struggled with them, do you know what I mean? And Kwame brings that, and Cass is a melodic, very sort of sharp-witted person that sort of fucking, you know, pays the rent as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Pays the rent, you know what I mean?
Nothing would happen
without this guy, so...
Nothing would happen without
honestly, that's what I was trying to get at before, but I got lost within it.
But I want to also say that, you know, another thing that what these guys were talking about earlier is that, you know, I know you've been programming from time and you had all these ideas for loops, and now, at the time I met you, you were saying that, you know, you kind of didn't want to get back involved in music.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I know because of all, but somehow I was working him over, man. I was working him over, kind of dragged him back into the game. And a lot of the ideas, you know, because you were talking about, I don't want to fuck about my studio time and this, got to do this. I said, no, I got the equipment, we got this. And now, like me and Paul were having a discussion. And that now technology's kind of caught up to the ideas that you guys had. You know what I mean? It's made it so much simpler. You've got because Nick is a really creative person and Kwame as well. And you've got all these ideas. And even with the stuff like when we're thinking about now videos, we can take a lot more control there. There's so much more stuff we can do ourselves.
Tell me about the video shoot we're on today. Then are you directing? I take it.
I'm Stephen Lockett Berg, me man. I'm the walking white wonder, me baby. Nah, well, it's a joint effort basically. I think I've got this way of storyboarding things in my head and having this weird way of like remembering little storyboards. And what we do is like I sort of generally give the idea, the sort of basic idea. Paul picks the shots, Cass picks the shots, and we sort of get together and direct it between us because
there's no budget, so we're just having fun with it. Because,
there's no money at the moment, which is good.
It's just us, isn't it?
Who came up with the idea for the digital head thing?
Well, basically, we did a Tunes News, and this is where Cass is really important because we did a thing called Tunes News, News with Tunes.
Explain.
This is kind of a video blog.
Yeah, it's a video blog. Well, what it is, is that we came up. What it was is that I decided that we weren't going to do photo shoots and we weren't going to promote ourselves. I say, let's get a cameraman in and take some black and white photos of us behind the
Because he did
mixing
do
desk.
some photographs in gold.
Yeah.
It was all golded up once, and I think
it got me mad.
He did get him.
It got me mad. I mean, the idea that we called the Ugly, and I've called, I did come up with a name, and I came up with a name for a reason, for that exact reason.
I got a phone call just to say, right, we've got a name for what we are, who we're going to be. I says, okay, well, what is it? And he says, the Ugly. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool, man. I like that.
It just cuts a lot of the shit out.
Yeah.
So we weren't going to do photo shoots.
You can get away with a lot of shit as well with a name like that.
So the videos were an idea where we could promote ourselves and present ourselves in a way we're comfortable with, independently and do it without taking posy, fanny, fucking shitty photographs. Do you know what I mean? I mean, that was the whole point. So, Tunes News with Tunes was an idea where we could get away with not doing a photo shoot. Okay, how do we get on the internet? What's the best thing to do in here? Let's take the piss out of something. And I think one of our mates has gone, do a Tunes News. And I went, News with Tunes.
That was funny.
And we just wrote a little thing down and thought, okay, instead of trying to get across, okay, we're the Ugly, we're brilliant, and all that, let's just do something really fucking outrageous, you know what I mean? And, try and be a bit witty about it. And Tunes News was born. And then the cartoon head came from Cass, because Cass went, it'd be a really good fucking idea if we took Tunes News. I know it's long and drawn out, but these creative things, these creative things, listen, I'm answering the question. These creative things take a while. So, I know, but the thing is, she's getting told, right? So, Tunes News was a thing, it's on YouTube. No, listen, it's on YouTube, and Cass came up with the idea, wouldn't it be really cool if we did a cartoon version where we don't have to worry about the filming, where I could sort of do the vocals in the studio and then Paul or Cass could put then the cartoon around it. So we did a cartoon version of Tunes News, which Paul lost because the fucking computer went tits up and Content lost it.
Is all these animations that
all the animation, we still got the audio, but we haven't got the animations, and the head was really cool. So I was coming up again with, because we did the remix for The Only Rhyme That Bites for this Japanese fucking company who were putting it out in August, the album, again, remastered, I'll tell you about that in a bit, God. And because that was coming out, I thought, okay, how can we promote ourselves with another video? It'd be dead easy just to take the cartoon head and superimpose that we'd already created through Tunes News, taking the Tunes News head, sticking it on bodies. That way we don't need a big budget, we can get our mates to do it, and it'll be dead cheap and easy.
And it's also kind of linking into the news.
I'm sorry, but I mean, it's an answer to the question, isn't it?
That bit at the end is the Ugly philosophy. That's it. That bit at the end. That's what we do.
So if anyone wants to hear what you're working on now, where can we go? Where can we hear from you guys?
Well, several ways really. Obviously we've got the MySpace / The Ugly.
You're really good at this.
We've also got the YouTube channel, which is YouTube / Ugly Ting.
1 minute.
That's YouTube.
She is really good at our list. I knew she was a dark horse, right? And she's really good at what she does.
Dark horse.
She's on it. She's on the bar.
Okay, so I've also said MySpace / The Ugly. We've also got YouTube / Ugly Tings, UGLYTINGS, and also there's theugly.co.uk. That's a forthcoming website. It's there at the moment, but it's also got links to some of our social networking sites and stuff. Yeah, we get,
Should have just left it.
some lodgers. We try and more trick. If you go to the
down, man, turn it
If you go to the
down.
MySpace, we regularly rotate a few previews of some of the tracks we're working on. Also on YouTube, we've got put a few videos that we've messed about with, and then you can hear previews of the tracks.
So can you
But
just say the websites again?
the
What about our
ugly.co.uk,
What about our
it will be the
website?
main website.
Which one?
What's happening with our website?
The Mixed Fruit Media.
No, the ugly.
That's what I've just.
Ugly one, what's happening there?
Oh, right, okay.
It's
I've
still in
just given it-
construction.
Still in construction, you know.
So the website's
The
under
website
construction,
is
that one.
under construction.
MySpace and YouTube, though, you will have a good laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Right, well, what's the name for it? How are they going to find us on
I've just
MySpace?
said that about 5 times, you ignorant. Come on. I'm through. Is disbanded the ugly already? I'm had enough of it.
Is that enough?
Can't wait.
It's all got spinal tap.
Yeah, so theugly.co.uk will be the forthcoming website. It's still under construction at the moment, but you can link to our social networking sites. So that's, again, I'll say for the last time, MySpace/the Ugly Project. Or was it The Ugly? You guys are messing with my head. There you are. But,
I love it.
but more importantly to me, because this is where we're going to put out a lot of our little media things at the moment, in the preview, and the foreshadowing what's to come. YouTube/Ugly Things. UGLYTNNGS. Is that how we spell it again? I'm looking out unsure. UG.
I think you crumble under questioning you.
We'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, please do. Please, have a little banner under there.
We don't know.
We don't know what it is.
Yeah, but yeah, from there you can see the tunes news, you can see some of the videos we put up.
All right, man, you're rabbiting on. Get back to a question.
No, that's fine. You've all been brilliant, and I want to see you on our house again, definitely.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
And,
100%.
We should. What we'll do is before you go, sorry, we'll give you a copy of the Nasty, the new version of Nasty, not the rough edit that's already on YouTube, but the new one. And in a month or two, you can fucking preview it. So we'll give you a copy of that tonight.
Alright, sweet, yeah.
Do you want to take us out with the Tunes News special?
Jones knows me Jones.
Our house.
Our house in a
Video
place.
Ugly. Thanks for having us.
Thank fuck.
Thank you.
You're welcome, baby. So